Okay, we are back. Whew. Yes, we are back. Some hoops to jump through, but we made it.
Just in the nick of time. Kelso should be coming up any moment in the 2A 285 championship side of the bracket. And again, Whipholm as well on the consolation side of his bracket in the 106 pound. So if you lost us, you didn't miss anything.
No, nothing was going on actually.
Thank goodness.
I do see JT over there in the corner, and Cole Wolf over there, staying loose, kind of keeping warm.
Cole walking towards the mat. Coach Yoder looks like he's going to be on mat 1 in the consolations.
Now wrestling on mat number 8, consolation 106, Brennan Jacobs, Greene County, Kyler Gerhold, Albernet. Jacobs of Greene County, Gerhold, Albernet now wrestling on mat number 8 at 106.
Yeah, Whipholm's checked in now, and Edison Fullhart
from Decorah.
Clearing Goldfield Downs. Fullhart of Decorah. Whipholm clearing Goldfield Downs. Now wrestling on mat number 1. 106 consolations.
There we go, getting underway.
There's your whistle. Right in on an ankle pick, real quick there by Whipholm. Got it off by Fullhart. Now again, both men back on their feet. Really a beautiful pick there. I was hoping for a takedown. Fireman's attempt by Whipholm. Again, fended off. Little upper body stuff going on with Fullhart. Again, Fullhart from Decorah area. No score, first period.
Been right on the edge of the mat, about the 12 o'clock, kind of backing a little bit towards the center now.
Head to head, ear to ear. I don't know if Whipholm really is liking that. Oh, buddy.
Oh, there's a toss.
Fullhart's going to pick up the 3. I was a little worried that could have been a feet to back situation there. So Fullhart from Decorah going to go up by a score of 3-0 with 59 seconds remaining here in the first period.
Got the leg hooked.
Fullhart has a Turk in trying to turn the hips of Whipholm. Has the chin, but Whipholm does a really good job at trying to belly down.
He's trying to peel the hand off the chin as well. And 25 seconds left to go in the first period.
Blood time. Like Whipholm might have some blood.
Now wrestling on mat number 8 at 120, Tyson DeWall, Spirit Lake Park, Levi Evans, Mount Pleasant. DeWall, Spirit Lake Park, Evans of Mount Pleasant. Now wrestling on mat number 8 at 120.
.106 going on with Whipholm.
Coach Yoder, we're talking with him right now as he's getting fixed up by the athletic trainer from Iowa State, and they'll make their way back out. He'll go to the down position. Fullhart will come in to cover.
JT Kelso, class 2A 285-pounder over in the wings. Should be coming up any moment.
Luke, Union, LaPorte City. DeWitt of Albernet now wrestling on mat number 5.
Underway once again. Just 15 seconds left to go in this first period. Whipholm gets to his feet.
Tries to hip away, and he reaches back and actually throws his opponent to his back, but unfortunately now in this scramble, oh, buddy, amazingly no
points.
Changes.
I thought he had him there for a second.
Boy, that was really nice.
Yeah.
His opponent was behind him with his head hanging kind of low, and Whipholm just reached back, wrenched the head, and hipped into him and right to his back. But unfortunately, it all in that scramble happened so quick there was no point exchange. Now I do see JT Kelso walking towards the center four mats, so he should be coming up momentarily.
Whipple chose down for the start of the second period. Full Hearts off on the left-hand side. As the whistle blew, Cole got up and started to get up and out. Full Heart, though, did return him to the mat. Has him belly down right now, getting a little. Whipple trying to peel the hands.
Now down on mat 3, straight in front of us here. JT Kelso is going to be going up against Carson Greer from Williamsburg. Once again, as Dave said, Kelso, he puts that leg band on and he is ready to roll.
Whipple with the reversal and is getting some near fall. Well, there was one swipe is all, but gets the reversal. No back points, but that changes everything. Now 3-2.
Kelso out on the mat. Shot by Greer. Now trying to work that upper body. Boy, these guys are really scrambling right off the whistle.
Whipple steps out to the left-hand side. Looked at one point like he was going to try to get his cradle locked up, but Full Heart's just, the official down there telling him he better do something because he was just laying flat on the mat, head down and everything, not doing much anything. 23 seconds left to go in the second. It's 3-2. Cole trailing. Full Heart gets to his feet.
Kelso's mat, 285 weight class. Both men on their feet, head to head. They were working a little upper body. 1 minute remaining. A shot attempt by Greer, fended off by Kelso.
Well, Cole had gotten a little out of position. Full Heart turned into him and was scooping the head. Time expired in the second, though, so.
Over here with Kelso again, 49 seconds remaining. Both men pushing and shoving. Half shot attempt by Greer.
Now wrestling on mat number 4, quarterfinal match up at 2:15.
Now actually Greer working a 2-on-1.
Danny Small, center point.
Kind of took away Kelso's headlock. Greer in on a double. Kelso does a nice job of sprawling back and working that front headlock.
Whipple, they start neutral, and potentially dangerous is going to be the call as Full Heart's wrapped around the head as well. And now it's tied up 3 apiece because of a technical violation.
That's going to be the end of the first period over here on the Kelso match. No score as we go into period 2. Going to be red choice.
Full Heart in on a shot. Whipple, nice scramble. But Full Heart is going to get, he's going to hang on, and he will get the takedown. Now leads 6-3 with 1:22 left to go in the match.
Second period underway. Greer in the down position. Kelso cuts him right away. Greer going to be leading now 1-0 in the 285-pound bout.
Whipple trying to tripod up. Full Heart on his hip and wrapped around the waist. 1 point escape and makes it 6-4. 53 seconds left to go. And Full Heart will take Whipple to his back with the fireman's, and near fall points being counted. Cole trying to roll through, but time is not going to be his friend right now. 30 seconds left to go.
Kelso, an ankle pick over here, right on the edge of the mat. Boy, that was beautiful. No points, but man alive, that was a great pick attempt.
Cole Whipple is going to go down by fall with 16 seconds left to go in the match. So Cole's journey at the state tournament also comes to an end here in this round of the consolations.
Kelso, Greer, both men center of the mat.
Solon.
on their feet,
Lindsay,
head to head.
Bierbach, Solon. Now wrestling on mat number 4, quarterfinal matchup at 285.
Kelso working that classic front headlock, really trying to sprawl back and stretch his opponent out. Once again, reaches for that ankle, but I think they're going to run out of real estate. Circle their way back in. Shot attempt by Greer. Kelso does a great job of just sprawling back, trying to stretch his opponent out. Wrestling right on that edge of that mat. They keep circling around. One man's out, one man's in, and then seconds later, it's the opposite. They're going to call him off, and back to the middle. They come 14 seconds remaining here in period 2. Kelso trailing by 1. There's your whistle. Head to head, 5 seconds remaining. That's going to bring the period 2 to an end. Again, Kelso for your Cowboys trailing by a score of 1-0. Both men going to be up as we begin period number 3. And we're underway. Kelso working that upper body. Classic. He tends to gather the head in one arm and sprawl back, typically trying to stretch his opponent out. Which he does. He's got that right now. He's got the head, the front head. His opponent backs out of that. Once again, back into that same. There's stalling on Red, stalling on Greer. Really not doing much of anything.
Backing up well.
Kelso being the aggressor. Now Greer does come in on a half attempt just to keep the referee at bay. Kelso trying to circle around, doing everything he can. He's got to hang on. Right on the edge of the mat there.
Trying to keep him on.
There's should be
3.
Right there. 3-1 now your score in favor of JT Kelso. 56 seconds remaining right on the edge of the mat. Really all he's got to do is just pressure forward.
Ride it out.
Greer does turn into him. And they're going to go off the edge of the mat. Back to the middle they'll come with JT Kelso leading by a score of 3-1. 44 seconds remaining. Greer slow to get up.
He looks gassed.
Yeah, he's crawling back to the middle.
And not quickly by any means. He's crawling back very slowly. He's done. His tank is empty with 44 seconds left.
Kelso covers. There's your whistle. Kelso behind the elbows as Greer does come to a tripod. Kelso needs to return him. He goes ahead and just cuts him. So 3-2 now your score. Shot attempt by Greer.
25 seconds left to go in the match.
Both men kind of and now on their feet. A half shot attempt by Greer. Kelso stretching him out. Drives the head to the mat, but Kelso's got to be careful as Greer reaches in to get an ankle. Now Kelso drives across. He's going to pick up the takedown. That should take your score 6-2 now with 5 seconds remaining. That's how we're going to end this. How we're going to end this match.
The Cowboy coaches. I was honestly wondering which one was going to pick the other one up and toss him to the mat. They were so excited about that.
So Kelso still moving forward on the front side.
We got 3 Cowboys on the championship side still. And we are unfortunately down a couple Cowboys. But we do have we still have some on the consolation side as well.
Yes, more consolations to come.
Now wrestling on mat number 3 at 120. Troy McQuillan, Wilton, Paxton Redinius, Clarion Goldfield Dowes. McQuillan of Wilton.
Here we go, right here on mat number 3.
Now wrestling on mat number 3.
Paxton out there in his red singlet, and we're ready to go. 120-pound matchup. McQuillan of Wilton, his opponent, and nice shot attempt by Paxton. Trying to come out the back door as he Elevates the hips. McQuillan just wrapping around the body, hoping for the stalemate, I believe, is Paxton kind of pressuring back on him, trying to, but the officials, are going to stalemate him.
McQuillan from Wilton, Iowa, comes in as the number 13 seed up against Redenius from Clarion, who came in at the number 8 seed.
A lot of head tapping, a little hand fighting going on, but the only shot that's been taken so far has been by Redenius. He's keeping his level nice and low, dropping down to one knee, and then dives in. The quick comes out and gets a hand on a wrist. Keeping McQuillan from working right on the edge of the mat. Near about the 9 o'clock as they'll half shot attempt by McQuillan, and they'll go off the mat, come back to the middle.
Shot reshot there. Redenius did a nice job as McQuillan was backing out at making a shot attempt right on the edge when they went out.
Down to 30 seconds left to go in the first period. No score yet. 120-pound weight class. Consolation side.
126, Judah Gerwell. Winner set, Jasper Sonberg, Osage. Gerwell of Winterset. Sonberg of Osage now up on mat number 7 at 126.
Once again, Redenius shot attempt, but McQuillan, time ran out.
Boy, that was a good scramble right there at the very end of the period. Redenius going to defer. McQuillan takes a down position, gets set. Redenius comes in and covers, and there's a whistle. Front roll by McQuillan right on the whistle and right into a reversal. He's going to pick up the 2 on Paxton Redenius. So now 2-0 your score as we start this second period. Paxton tries to come to his feet, turns in, throws a whizzer in. McQuillan does a nice job of putting the forward pressure and driving Redenius back to the mat. Again, Redenius tries to come up even one more time. Off the edge they go.
Still a lot of time left. 1:29 left in the second. It's 2-0 in favor of McQuillan from Wilton.
There's a whistle, and we're underway. Redenius comes to his feet once again, going to get his hips away, and there's the 1 point. Escape for Redenius. 2-1 now your score. Both men center of the mat, doing a little head tapping, hand fighting. Lower their level. Both nice shot attempt by Redenius, blocked off by McQuillan, and McQuillan does a nice shuck by, and he's going to come around behind and get the takedown.
Little high up on Redenius' shoulders, though, as Paxton trying to come out the back door.
West Marshall, Rose of Burlington, Notre Dame, now wrestling on mat number 1 on station round at 1-2-6.
Paxton still trying to come out the back door. There's McQuillan. Stalemate him.
I think I said that was a takedown. I guess that'd be a reversal. In hindsight. Back to the middle they come. Redenius getting set in the center of the mat.
Whistle blows, and Paxton tries a tripod back up, but McQuillan right out at his right hip. Once again, trying to tripod up, but Cullen stays right on that hip and then puts that leg in and does flatten Paxton right back down. As time ends in the second period, and Paxton Redenius on the downside of the score. He chooses neutral to start the second.
Period 3.
Or 3, no, sorry.
It's all right. I was just looking too. Yeah, the first 2 points by McCullen was a reversal, and then escape by Redenius, and then a takedown by McCullen. So that does bring you to that 5-1 score.
Redenius in on a shot.
1 minute, 30 seconds remaining here in this third period. They're going to stalemate it. Both men coming back to their feet. Back to the middle they come. There's the whistle.
Backing away. All of a sudden, he's gone into cautious mode.
Half shot attempt by McClellan. Reshot by Redenius. Down to a minute 10. 5-1 still your score. Shot, outside single by Redenius. Needs to come out the back door. He's awfully close. McClellan does have that toe. Redenius can
keep circling around to that.
There we go. 5-4 now, your score with 46 seconds remaining. I think he's going to cut him. He does, right on the edge of the mat. McClellan kind of goes off the mat there. I'm not quite sure if there's blood time or what exactly. Yep.
Consolation of 132, Brody Olson.
Redenius does cut him right there on the edge of the mat. So 6-4 now your score. Now, what am I missing? Is that blood time or
injury time? Actually, is what that is, because it's injury time. Because there was no blood, but he was acting like he was hurt. So yeah, injury time. They'll cut that, and then
it's just the clock. I guess that was was only 1 minute, 30 seconds, I believe. Back underway. 6-4 your score. Both men on their feet, right on the edge of the mat. Redenius, nice job coming around behind, but it just ran out of real estate. Down to 29 seconds remaining. McClellan slow to get up.
Paxton needs to go, but
McClellan backing off, going to be getting a stall call right there.
20 seconds remaining.
McClellan in on a shot, but belly down on the mat. Redenius doing everything he can to cross face and come around behind. He's got to
move. He's got 10 seconds.
Doing everything he can to break free from McClellan. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, anything possible. And that's going to be the end of the period.
Paxton Redenius, so his trip at the state tournament comes to an end here as well. Dropping a heartbreaker. Boy, he did everything he could to make that to get that last move in, but unfortunately, he will drop this one 6-4.
Yeah, that was a tough one there.
So that's going to bring us, so we have three more yet to go today in this session. Then there'll be a session tonight yet as well. But right now, Cowboys with 3 on the front side. Adrian Pexapong, Lyndon Pexapong, and JT Kelso all in the championship side.
And then on the consolation, we have Sesker, Morgan, and Byer.
3 weight classes back to back to back. So they will be back out yet here in just a little bit here. They're moving actually along pretty good.
Potentially twice in theory.
Yes.
Which is good. That could give us 6 wins on this consolation side.
It'd be a good thing.
Tell you what, if you want to talk about some of your sponsors, I might try to peek and see if I can get some sort of indication on score.
I like it. Let's do that. And we're going to start off with our postseason broadcasting sponsors. Allison Linehan, Amy Bonson, Beth Jackson, Beth Ott, Denise Morgan, Jill Campbell, Judy Kirstein, Judy Thompson-Weir, Kyle Frink, Nancy Jacobs, also Sarah Hansen, The Brew, and Tom and Dawn Butler. They are our broadcast sponsors, our postseason broadcast sponsors. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, I tell you, Dave, before I get to the scores, I have to tell you, for being the Casey's Center,
Yes.
it is almost impossible to find Casey's pizza, breakfast pizza.
I didn't see any breakfast pizza.
I did not either.
I saw regular pizza, and I thought donuts.
And nowhere to get coffee.
Yeah.
You would think there'd be 12 kiosks on every level with fresh Casey's coffee.
Yep. Nope.
Nothing.
Nothing. No donuts. I was talking to some other people down there at the same thing, and they have prepackaged cookies, and you're like, so I got one. Yeah. I'm sure it's yummy. I just haven't opened it yet. I don't know.
Well, now, I don't know how current this is, but as we sit right now, Class 2A, Independence is currently sitting in first place with 72 points, 2 on the championship side, 5 on the consolation side. Clarion Goldfield shortly behind there in second place with 68.5 points, 3 on the championship. We're showing as having 4 on the consolation, and that actually would be 3.
Yep.
Decorah is behind Clarion by a point at 67.5, with 1 in the championship and 8 in the consolations. And again, this may not be current, so we'll try to update when we get further through these consolations. We got a lot of wrestling left to go. Again, 6 matches potentially. A lot of opportunity between Sesker, Morgan, and Bayer through this afternoon. So right behind Decorah is Eddyville-Blakesburg, tied for number 3, again at 67.5 points. Now, Eddyville-Blakesburg does, in fact, have 4 on the championship side and 2 in consolations. Back to you, Gene.
All right. Well, thank you. All right. So we also want to thank Reed and Brittany Redenius, Prairie Energy Cooperative, Paradigm Benefits with Bob Powers and Rod Brooks, Jason Boyd, Galt Real Estate, LLC, Andrew and Katie Odland, as well as Wright County Insurance, First Citizens Bank, Hagee Manufacturing, North Iowa Real Estate, Rod Brooks and Bob Powers, Fuel in downtown Clarion, uniquely chic inspirations of Crystal Engstrom, First Bank, Midwest Warehouse Solutions, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Out of My Mind Designs, Sports Graphics, and Meyer Ag Services. All have been bringing you wrestling from Des Moines at the convenience store.
Casey's
Nothing nothing flows with that. You know, as a live from the well. That just, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm not wanting to be open to the change.
For anyone interested, by the way, team scores in 1A. Don Bosco leading with 103 points. Jessup way behind, number 2 at 70 points. Lisbon in third with 62.5, and Woodbury Central is not too far behind them in fourth place with 58.5. And rounding out the top 5 is Hinton with 48. Hopefully shortly after the 1A, they'll scroll the 2A and we can get some accurate information. You see here Sesker on the consolation side. It's going to be running up against Clayton Sneaton from Harlan Community.
The Harlan Sneatons, yes. Harlan, the Cyclones.
That is correct.
Yes.
They were a powerhouse in football back in the 80s and 90s.
Boy, were they.
I mean, like it was expected that they win.
It was either Harlan or Decorah, it seemed like, opposite corners of the state, but they went head-to-head multiple times. Speaking of Decorah, there's two wrestlers from Decorah on 7
How
and
about
8.
over on number 2?
Oh,
or number
3.
1, excuse
Yeah.
me. Yeah, there is 3 of them out there.
Three of them out there, and it would be absolutely awful if
Over
all
on
3 of them
Mat
didn't
1,
win.
he is trailing by a score of 6-0, as well as over on Mat 7, he's trailing by a score of 3-1.
Yep.
Mat number 5 at 150. Jane Harder, Atlantic. Troy
The one on Mat 8 just won 4-1. So
Harder of Atlantic, Gudencroft, West Delaware, now wrestling on mat number 5 at 150.
Do you have an Independence wrestler that just came out to the mat? Wheeland up against Roush from Shenandoah. Shenandoah Mustangs.
Shenandoah. Wheeland of Independence, Roush of Shenandoah, now wrestling on mat number 2 at 144.
And real quick, Dave, I was just going to update tonight the consolations and championships begin at 5, but it'll probably be close to 6 by the time we see Class 2A, because they're going to go all the way through Class 1A before anyone from 2A steps out on the mat. So you can figure about 1 hour or so. So
we'll be back with you around, we'll check in with you at 6, and then we'll kind of figure it out from there. I mean, that is kind of the plan, the game plan. But we still have a couple matches to bring you yet today before we sneak out of here for a little bit.
Yeah, we're hoping for 6. Each gentleman has potentially 2 more bouts. So if we can get 6 pins, that'd be a good thing.
Oh, that would be lovely. They've changed the rules this year. It used to be there had to be a 45-minute break between matches. Now they've gone to 30 minutes, which everybody I've talked to said, why not? I mean, you go to these youth tournaments, for example. I know when I ran them, I just wrestled. Yep, and you look healthy. Let's get back out there, kid. Go get him, Tiger. Okay. Little kids, they just go. They don't, And so as they get older, they're like, well, yeah, and 45 minutes almost got to be. There was a lot of thumb twiddling that was going on at some of the weekend tournaments because, like, well, we can't, or even at some of the duels. Well, we can't. If it was a quad or can't start it yet. We have to wait.
Going to take a bit of a break.
Yeah, we'll take an hour and a half break and be back. What? No. Oh. So once again, we will see matches coming up here shortly for Cowboys. And at the conclusion of this round, when we do get to that point, we will
165 pounders. Uriah Fry, Clark, Cooper Gates, West Branch.
We heard 165 and stopped.
West Branch. Now wrestling on mat number 5 at 165.
Well, once we get into this, okay, we will end the broadcast when we get done with this round. When we get done with this set of consolations, and then we will start a new broadcast tonight at let's say just a little before 6. I'll set it up for live. I see our cheerleaders getting ready to come down.
And to clarify, this round we still have. We're going to actually go through all the rest of the weights up through heavyweight and one more round of consolation during this session.
They should have said, not round. Yes. I do see our cheerleaders walking out. And there's Colin Sesker checking in over on mat number 1. Off to our right-hand side over the far edge of the arena.
Now up on mat number 1, 157 pounders.
157, Sesker out on the mat. 157 pounder.
Sesker, Clarion Goldfield Dow's Stetson.
Nothing of Harlan Community out on the mat against Sesker. Head to head, nice shot attempt, single by Sesker, steps over the ankle. Nice whizzer there by Snethen. Sesker going to try to switch off to a double, comes around the waist. Oh my goodness. Oh, buddy. Just about.
What a scramble that was.
And coach is saying we're going to award the 3. That was just too much of a scramble, I'm afraid. Now
Sesker's now should have points. There we go.
There we go. Finally got the 3, but ooh, buddy. Kind of settling in. His opponent trying to turn in. Sesker doing everything he can to stay around behind that arm and come to the hips. Sesker now out nose to nose. He still has control. His opponent, Snethen, trying to come to his feet. Scramble, and now right from feet to back there, Sesker going chest to chest. Plenty of time here, 30 seconds.
There it is.
There is a fall. Wow. I wish we could have had that on video.
Oh.
I mean, it was happening so fast, you couldn't even describe the scramble going on.
Well, when Colin Sesker came out to the mat, I mean, he ran out, put that leg band on right away. He was ready to go. And yeah, it was. And his opponent did, I mean, even though he got stuck, still it was scramble. I mean, it would have been really neat to see on video over and over again.
Boy, I wish that was one where we could have had that video, because it was just a scramble.
Ryland Morgan follows up on the same match. So here we go again with another Cowboy. And also down here, we have Easton Beyer on mat 5.
I'll keep an eye on Beyer if you want to keep an eye on Morgan.
All right, sounds good. We're underway in the Morgan match.
Easton Beyer up against Blake Mather from West Delaware.
And Ryland Morgan has Jax Jensen from Winterset. Jensen took a 3-0 lead, but now Morgan with a reversal makes it 3-2.
Down here on the Beyer match, Beyer was in on a nice outside single, but his opponent Mather does a nice job of whizzering out, and they're going to be back to their feet with 1 minute remaining, no score.
Got a minute left to go in the first period in the Morgan match. Once again, Ryland is trailing 3-2, but in control right now.
Head-to-head out in the center of the mat with Beyer's match. Both men kind of head tapping there.
Jensen turns into Morgan and is facing him right now. 37 seconds left to go, and they're going to give a 1 point escape to Jensen. So now he leads 4-2 over Ryland Morgan. Clarence Goldfield Dows, and they're going to stalemate him and bring him back to the middle. 21 seconds remaining in the first.
That's going to wrap up the first period in the Beyer match. No score. Beyer up against Blake Mather from West Delaware. Period 2 is going to start here, and Mather's going to be in the down position. Beyer comes in to cover.
In the Morgan match, we will finish the first period out 4-2. Jensen of Winterset with the lead. Morgan has choice. He is going to take down to start
Beyer
the second period.
A little high there. His opponent comes up to a tripod and just about dumps Beyer over the front. He is going to come out and get the one. So Mather now leading by a score of 1-0.
Number 2 at 157.
Jensen on a shot attempt. Morgan off on his hip and trying right now to bridge out. As Jensen's got trying to go chest to chest. Morgan, though, trying to lean. Yeah, it does get rolled back on. It gets belly down, but he's giving up some near fall points. It's going to make it 8-2. With a minute 15 left to go in the second.
Over here on the Buyer match, again, Buyer trailing with 1 minute remaining here in period 2. Both men on their feet. Now, Mather in on a shot attempt. Buyer does a nice job fending it off. What a scramble. Buyer was a little bit on his hip there. And looks like they're going to go off on the edge. Oh, my. That was, once again, another scramble. No points. Back to the middle they come. Mather it was in on a double shot there. No, Buyer does
and
take a shot and gets caught by Mather, and it's going to be a fall for Mather.
Same thing over on the Morgan match. He's going to go down by fall as well to Jensen from Winterset.
Just got caught there. He went in on a shot for a double, and his opponent got a double underhook and took him right to his back.
So the Cowboys now with just 4 wrestlers left in the hunt. Colin Sesker, 157. And then we go to, we drop down. Let's start with Adrian Pexapong at 126. 132, Lyndon Pexapong. Then Colin Sesker, 157. And JT Kelso at 285. 3 of those are on the championship side. And this was a tough round for CGD. We
was a tough round.
Lost 3 of them out of there. So we will take just a quick break. I got to get the headset off my head for a little bit and let my ears get actual oxygen to them. Other than what I've been putting out into the microphone. So take a quick break. We'll be back in just a little bit with more action right here on CGDsports.net. You will not have audio for a little while, but keep it here. We'll be back. I promise. Well, I think honestly that might be all she wrote for us for this session because I see a few, but the ones that are left in the tunnel are all bigger guys. So I don't. They just made an announcement that they'll be clearing the arena here soon to reset for tonight's session. They will cut it down to 6 mats for that, I believe. So we will check back with you around 6 o'clock tonight for our next broadcast. Once again, we want to thank Sports Graphics and Out of My Mind Designs, Meyer Ag Services, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Midwest Warehouse Solutions, as well as First Bank, uniquely chic inspirations with Crystal Ingstrom, First Citizens Bank, also Fuel, North Iowa Real Estate, Ron Brooks and Bob Powers, on Hagee Manufacturing, Wright County Insurance, Andrew and Katie Odlin, Galt Real Estate LLC, Jason Boyd, Paradigm Benefits, Bob Powers and Rod Brooks, Prairie Energy Cooperative, Reed and Brittany Redenius, and our postseason broadcast sponsors. We want to thank them as well. And they include Allison Linehan, Amy Bonson, Beth Jackson, Beth Ott, Denise Morgan, Jill Campbell, Judy Kirstein, Judy Thompson-Weir, Kyle Frink, Nancy Jacobs, Sarah Hansen, Tom and Dawn Butler, and The Brew for bringing you wrestling from the Casey Center in Des Moines, where we will be back once again. Check in with you around 6 o'clock. We're going to end this part of the broadcast. We'll have a new broadcast tonight around 6 o'clock is when we'll get that one going. So we'll talk to you later on. On behalf of Jake Johnson and myself, Dave Stein, have a great